bumping my plant all the time. Sorry, Heidi. Wow. I'm white. We are filming with natural light today, so open windows all around. It's still early. It's still cool enough to have the windows open, so we're taking advantage of that, which is why the sun is washing me out and there is a glare on my glasses, but we're gonna go with it because it's perfect outside right now. Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Megan and I'd like to thank you all for clicking on this video. Today I want to talk about driving and trying to maintain an eco-friendly, zero-waste, sustainable lifestyle. Now, we're not kidding anyone, driving is not an eco-friendly practice. There's a lot of waste and a lot of pollution that just is inherently involved with driving. So we're not trying to get anyone here and preach that driving is not as harmful to the environment as we all know it to be. For many people, however, driving is a necessary evil. I'm not too sure about the rest of the world, but I know here in the US, if you don't live in a big city with a good public transportation system, and especially if you live in a very rural area, driving is just something you have to do to get anything, anywhere. There are ways, however, that us as drivers can try and reduce our carbon footprint, reduce the waste that we create when we drive as best as we possibly can. One of the biggest ones, pretty obviously, is carpooling, making sure that if a bunch of people have to get to one destination, you all try and carpool there so that only one car is burning gas and putting pollution into the environment instead of, I don't know, 5, 8, however many people can fit in your car. Another good thing to do is to plan a route, especially if you have to drive into a town like I do. I live in a very rural area, so we drive into town to get anything. And if you do this, or you have to drive to a specific location to get something done, to make sure that you're getting as many errands done in that location as possible and planning out a good route so that you're not backpedaling a lot while you're driving or going in giant circles and passing places you were already at. Another good thing that you can do for your car and for your health, really, is to DIY little things for your car, such as air fresheners. This is just a air freshener I DIY'd. It smells like almonds and cedar wood. Very cheap to make, cents to make this little guy. It is in a plastic bottle, unfortunately, but it is a reused plastic bottle, and it seems like more of a waste to dispose of a bottle when, like, this little trigger guy still works and functions properly. So eventually it'll be in a nice eco-friendly glass spray bottle or container, but for now this is what we're dealing with. So not only is this a good alternative to those little cardboard scented tree things that come in the little plastic sleeve, or the Glade ones that you like stick in your AC vents, the fragrance doesn't last as long as you would assume they would last. This lasts for a very long time in my car. I really only have to use it, I don't know, maybe once a month. It's also nice because my mom is highly allergic to heavily chemical laden smells and fragrances. Most commercial perfumes or fragrance items, she just can't be around without suffering a very severe allergic reaction. So this is a really nice alternative just to make sure that I don't kill my mom when we have to ride in the same car together. The last big thing I do to try and keep my driving as eco-friendly as possible is to really take advantage of the extra space that a car provides you. In my trunk, I keep this little zero waste to-go kit in this really beat up blue container. It's reused. My aunt gave it to me years ago. It's had many jobs. It's been around a minute. This isn't too different from any other to-go kit that you'd see on YouTube. It's just that you can carry a few more things in something like this and have just like the basics in your bag, your purse, whatever you carry around with you. And it really helps you to not forget like bulk bags, jars, things like that. The first thing I have in my to-go kit is extra tote bags, because this is probably the number one thing that I forget as a zero waster, as somebody who tries to live a very sustainable lifestyle, is the damn tote bags. I am always forgetting mine, and then I refuse to get a bag at the store and just end up trying to carry just like a big bundle out in my arms and hoping that nothing falls and crashes in the parking lot or breaks. It's always nice to just have, you know, canvas, cotton tote bags, very standard. I'm also very bad at underestimating the amount of space in one of these and how much they can actually hold. So instead of having an overflowing tote bag, it's just kind of nice to know that I have an extra one in my car that I can go and grab before I even get in the store. So just in case, because the one tote bag never seems to really cut it for me, even though I always think it will. It never really does. And along the same lines as extra tote bags, extra bulk bags are just amazing. These are actually the ones that I just use grocery shopping all the time, and it's nice to be able to just stick them right back in my car. That way, when I'm ready to go grocery shopping, or if I need to even get something out of the blue that I wasn't really planning on, they're just right there in my car. I don't have to go looking for them. So along the lines of the extra bulk bags, extra jars are just a necessity when you try and do zero waste, zero plastic. You can never have too many jars. These are fairly self-explanatory, I think. So this is really one of those items that I think really personalizes a to-go kit for someone. As I said, I have a puppy and she drinks a lot of water, just more than her little body should be able to hold amounts of water. So I have just this little silicone fold up bowl for her, which is very nice because we try and take her as many places as we possibly can, just to get her out and socialized. And if we're at a restaurant sitting outside or something, it's much nicer to have one of these handy than hoping that the restaurant has something that, you know, the dog can drink out of. Otherwise, it's usually an employee coming out with a cut-in-half styrofoam to-go container, which is very nice. Don't get me wrong, I deeply appreciate when people are not jerks about you having your dogs out in public and the fact that they're living things and they need to drink water. But save the styrofoam, use one of these instead. It's much nicer all around. So this is something that I have in my little trunk to-go kit, very much for friends or people I am out with. It's just this little cotton bag that has extra silverware and straws in it, just in case somebody I am out with forgets a fork or needs a spoon. Along the same lines, extra straws can always come in handy. I forget my reusable straw frequently enough that this is very nice for me. This is very nice for friends that I'm out with. I'm one of those people that if I know that you usually drink out of a straw, I will bring a straw for you, whether or not you want me to or not, and we'll stick it in your drink before you have the chance to open the plastic straw that the waiter brings you. The last thing I have in my kit may seem a little weird, but as I said, I live in a very rural area, and even when we drive into town, we see trash hiking, we see trash in town, especially after a Friday or Saturday night, and it's nice. I'm one of those people, I'm gonna pick up the trash. So it's nice to have some of these handy. They're just paper bags that you would get at a grocery store. This one's a Trader Joe's bag, and then this one's just like a Winco paper bag. I like picking up trash and putting it in these more because when you throw it away, I don't know, it's still not great, but it feels better than throwing away a plastic bag full of trash. So those were just a couple things that I personally do to try and keep my driving as zero waste, as eco-friendly as you can possibly make driving. I hope it gave you guys some good ideas, and please comment below on ways that you keep your driving as eco-friendly and zero waste as you can possibly do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you all in a video very soon. Bye!